Alright, yo. So, uh, I'm back. I know it's been like literally 2 months, like exactly, and we're not gonna talk about that, like, why I just kind of disappeared, but like, that's whatever. And that is very whatever right now. It's irrelevant right now, but anyway, um, if you've literally been like on Roblox for like the past week, you've probably seen this game, Gakuran. It's been blowing up like mad on TikTok and shit and whatnot. In fact, I would argue it's like I'm gonna get into my reasons, but like this is low-key kind of a TikTok game when you think about it. I'm gonna my ass beat, but I'm not here to like fucking fight or whatever. I'm just here to give my opinions on the game because like, is the game even all that? Like, because like, you know, this game's been blowing up, but I have a few issues with it. Not really big issues because it's kind of just issues about what I think will happen for the future of this game. But to kind of just start off, yeah, this game, it's only got motion because of TikTok. Like, let's be honest, this is kind of like Bridge of Western again, where it's like, you know, the game just kind of really wasn't supposed to be this big, but it just inadvertently ended up being this big because it kind of just, like, people were posting videos of it and shit, and the, like, focus of the game, like, this game, it's technically supposed to be a roleplay game, right? But, I mean, if what's happened on screen wasn't evident enough, like, people don't give a fuck, at least in public service, right? Like, this game isn't intended slice of life as the description says, but the community, they just love the fighting aspect of it, so whenever you're in public service and shit, you know, people just kind of, they just go up to you and just start jumping your ass, and don't get me wrong, that's fun. Like, I've been playing this game for like the past 2 days with like my boys and shit, and, like, we just been jumping people too, but like, it has me a bit worried about like the future of the game, like the way the devs might direct it in the future, like where they want to take it. It's like, do they double down and like really keep it to like that slice of life kind of roleplay that they're kind of doing, or do they just kind of move in the direction that kind of like the mainstream populace wants to go into and just like focus on fighting and like gang wars and shit like that, you know? And I'm not in the Discord, but my friends in the Discord and stuff, and like, to be honest, what I've seen is like they've kind of going for like the middle ground option, right? Because obviously, if you go to server list, you see there's exclusive roleplay servers in case you don't want to fight and shit like that, and you just want to do roleplay. And obviously, you know, you have public servers, which is just kind of like you just dick around or whatever, just do whatever you want. And for that reason, I think it's sustainable, but only if, I think, like, if they want to keep the hype up, they really got to push it with like adding content, quote unquote. Because my only complaint with the game is that there's a lack of quote unquote content, right? Because it's a roleplay game, there isn't too many features outside of, you know, shit that enhances the roleplay experience, like, you know, using chalk and erasers on the whiteboards, playing music in the music classrooms, you know, pulling out your phone, texting your friends and shit like that. But, you know, there's a few things to be excited for, like obviously in here in the stats menu, you see there's like an affiliation thing, so they might add like clans or like gangs or something, like akin to like pretty much any delinquent manga or delinquent anime, like for like popular example Tokyo Revengers. I mean, low-key side tangent, this is why I kind of got into the game, because like, bro, it reminded me of my favorite delinquent manga ever, Crows. Shout out if you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Crows is so fire. But anyway, I want this game to like not end up kind of like a Bridge of Western situation, because it's really fun, it's cool, it's fun, like it's fun to dick around in, but it's just, I can already tell that this will get stale in like a week if they don't really add a lot. So I'm hoping that they can like, they don't rush content, but I hope they can double down and like hopefully just make a fun experience that like gets constantly supported. And I hope it goes both ways, obviously, like they keep adding roleplay shit into this game, also adding some other like, you know, actual content or like some like sort of, you know, I don't want to say progression, because progression isn't a thing in this game, it shouldn't be a thing in this game, in a game like this, but you know, I hope they add like more shit for like to do like public service and kind time people just beat each other's ass all day. Speaking of like the game's community, not only is there like a clear divide between like people who want to enjoy like the RP stuff, like just more chill back, really laid back shit like that, and like people like me who just kind of want to hop in with their friends and kind of do like more of the like, you know, gang war stuff, just like hop in and start punching people for 30 minutes. The game kind of has a community that I feel like, alright, I'm gonna just say it like straight up, this game is probably gonna be like the next like the hood type game, if you know what I mean. Like, if you've seen the community, bro, you already know it's kind of like that, bro. Where you just kind of hop in and like with a group of friends and you start like jumping other people, and that's fun and all, but I'm just kind of worried that like maybe that's all the game will end up being down the line. Like, I kind of don't want it to lose this kind of flavor, if you know what I mean. Like, the whole kind of like aesthetic that's got going on, and like that, you know, I guess to put it like those early 2000s. Like, literally the best thing I could say is just like it feels like Crows. It feels like Crows. That early 2000s like delinquent like kind of aesthetic that's kind of got going on. I don't want it to lose that flavor and just kind of be devolved down into just like people just hopping into the game and just like fist fighting each other over and over again. Because I want them to focus a lot on the map itself too, and just kind of like living the life of like, you know, that they're trying to like get people to actually engage with. So I hope there's like more stuff that they add that like appeals to a lot as well, that isn't just like strictly roleplay stuff. But other than that, the game's alright. It's cool. It's a fun little sandbox game. I hope that it can ride the hype and not get fizzled out and filtered in like a month, like all these games that blow up on TikTok too. But then again, it all comes down to when they drop the updates and how long they take to drop updates, because that is what killed Bridger Western. Bridger Western could have kept his player base, but it just took a little too long. And I know I've kind of been dissing on Bridger because yeah, it did fall off, but I'm just using it because it's the most recent example of this phenomenon. But like, this has happened to pretty much like any game you can probably think of, right? I mean, yeah, it's the natural cycle of a game, but it's up to the devs to like, you know, kind of keep reeling back in players. So I hope that they add a lot of stuff that doesn't make it dry out for a lot of people. That's what it feels like right now. And adding fighting styles is one thing, but it can't suffice for like, let's say 3 months down the line, right? Because this is a game without abilities and stuff like that, right? It's not focused on that kind of stuff. So we'll have to see. But overall, I'm enjoying this game. Probably might make like 1-2 videos on it again before I'm done with it, because I don't want to milk it to the ground. I just wanted to get on and just yap about it because I've been playing it and I have a few things to say, as always, but who give a fuck? Am I right? Anyway, watch this shit. 3-pointer. Fuck. Alright, I'm ass. Anyway. I promise not to leave for like 2 months again. Yeah. If you have any like opinions on this game, I'd love to hear it. You already know, because honestly, I want to see what other people think about the game, like in terms of like its longevity and whatnot, and like just ideas for the future of it as well. I know there's a Discord. I'll probably join it tonight, like literally, because I should probably have done that from the beginning. But yeah, easy.